like, you ruined everything.
Yeah.
You ruined the take.
You ruined everyone's day. Oh, that's your boyfriend?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you ruined it. You ruined the take.
I'm gonna put that in, like as a blooper, like when her boyfriend creeps up. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So today I'm in Salinas. So that's where I'm at right now with Christina. And she is a fashion blogger based here in Salinas. Her blog is called Brunette of Vantes. And so we're gonna dive into the world of fashion and fashion blogging. Christina, describe your childhood, your background. Like, what, are you from Salinas? Like, your little story.
Yeah, so I was born and raised in Salinas, and I live here now. I went to school on the east side of town, from elementary school to high school. My family, though, we kind of moved around the whole city, but I always stuck to wanting to stay with my friends. So yeah, I grew up here, and I've kind of seen how the city has changed, I guess you could say.
Yeah, for better or for worse, because I know it's like gentrification is hitting every part of California.
Exactly. I mean, well, when I was in school, in high school even, whenever I would tell people where I was from, they'd be like, oh, like almost like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
like, and I'd be like, no, like, it's fine. Like, I guess I became accustomed to like whatever headlines are going on about Salinas and whatnot, and it became more apparent once I moved. Right after high school, I went to LA for a year, and then I went to San Francisco after that for 3 or 4 more years. And it kind of became more apparent that people had like this misconception about this
area.
I'd hear people be like, oh, I would love to visit you, but like I don't want to have to put on my bulletproof vest. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So I feel like now that I'm older and I live here now, I'm trying to not only see for myself like the better side of Salinas, but trying to promote it as well, even if it's in a small way through a blog.
That's a good little segue into your blog. So talk a little bit more about your blog. So I came across her blog because she did an event with Liz, see what she does, and then we see like her Instagram, and I was like, ooh, a fashion blogger in Salinas. Like, So like, tell us a little bit more about your blog.
Yeah, so I've been blogging or trying to blog for about 5 years or so. My blog is called Brunette of Vantes, which is a weird name.
Yeah. Like,
it's a weird mashup when people are like, what?
Yeah.
Vantes is the second half of my last name, Salinas. And then I just wanted it to sound almost like regal. Yeah. So I was like, oh, well, what's like a trait that I'm known for? And I was always known for my really long hair. So I was like, oh, well, I'm brunette. So Brunette of Vantes is kind of when I was going to FITM, to the Fashion Institute, first in LA, and then I moved up to San Francisco. And I guess it was a way to kind of figure out how I could fit into the fashion industry. Because it's such a tough industry, it's a huge industry with so many components to it that I was like, well, what can I contribute? So I started seeing other bloggers, and they were all beautiful, blonde, tall, thin model
Coachella
bloggers.
Basically.
Yes, exactly. And I was like, this is awesome. Like, I followed them and I read their stuff, and I was like, but I can't really see myself, you know, in that same way. I can't see myself shopping where they shop, or saying the things that they did about themselves or their lives it just didn't like click for me. I was like, well, why don't I do the same, but for me kind of thing. Like, there are probably tons of other girls that feel the same way that could relate to me. We can relate to each other. So I was like, well, let me start a blog. And not till maybe about 2 years ago is when I started actually using myself as like the main part of the blog. Before I would just take pictures of stuff window
Yeah.
displays to show like what I liked and my point of view in fashion. But then I started using myself as kind of like
As the model.
yeah, which was it was tough, but it's been going well.
Yeah. So it's more of like, what were some of the insecurities you about that?
Yeah, I mean, well, I think it just started with I didn't look like most other girls vlogging. I wasn't living in a huge city anymore. I was back here in Salinas, and I didn't have the money to buy designer clothes or be shopping every weekend for new outfits to post about. So I think all of those things scared me at first because I was like, I can't do this. It's not possible.
Yeah.
But then I would start like putting things together in my own closet, or just like, you know, photographing things that I wanted to put on myself, and kind of interpret that through plus size fashion, I guess you can say, or more affordable fashion. And once I started posting more about that, I kind of saw the reaction to people and started seeing like messages and comments about other girls. I've received comments from girls in Israel, lots of girls in Texas, in Philadelphia. Like, it's crazy how
Those insecurities, and now you're using yourself more with your blog. Did you see an increase in engagement because now you're showing yourself?
I did. When I was doing just like photographing random like Michael Kors billboards or like a Zach Posen dress in a window in Union Square, like I started like taking pictures of myself. Well, my boyfriend would take pictures of me, whether
Instagram
it be,
boyfriend.
Yeah, my Instagram boyfriend. Whether it be like in front of my garage door, like wherever. I went from like 300 so followers, and I would get maybe like 15 likes.
Yeah.
I was fine. Like, I wasn't gaining anything from it. You know. But then I started posting about myself and all of that, and like all of a sudden I saw like all these people popping up and being like, oh, I love this, and following, and all of these like messages, even from like brands and stuff, and I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't have tens of thousands of followers like a lot of other girls, but to go from 300 to 3,000 is crazy to me, because it shows how important what I guess not, I wasn't intending to do this, you know, but it became like a passion of mine. So it really showed me how important it was to keep pursuing it, and keep getting better at it.
So with your blog, what has been some like lessons you've learned with it? Because I know creating content, you're always trying something new, and then you're just like, this doesn't work, or maybe something that you're like, this isn't gonna be great, but got like a lot of love. Okay.
Yeah. Well, first of all, it's really hard because there are millions of people on Instagram, and you're like trying to create something unique, but it's easy to get caught up in the whole like, well, they're doing that, so I guess I should do that too. And then that's how you get everybody posting the same kind of picture for Valentine's Day kind of thing. So, I mean, I think that's what I've learned, is kind of embracing like being different, like not posting what everyone is expecting out of an Instagram blogger.
And fashion and brands that are affordable, because that's who your audience is. What brands do you love right now? Or what brands are your like go-to brand stores?
Well, I'm working on a collaboration right now with Ori.
Okay.
And they're a plus size line. They have really great basic pieces, and I'm really excited. We're doing a whole shoot soon, so I'm really excited for that.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Is the shoot going to be here in Salinas, or is it
No, it's going to be towards the Bay Area. I'm not 100% sure where yet, but yeah, it'll be in the Bay Area, so I'll be sharing all of that soon.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. But yeah, they have really cool like basic pieces that you can wear like year long. So I'm really, really happy to be collaborating with them. Let's see. I love And Comfort.
Okay.
I met the founder of And Comfort at Fem Fair in San Francisco last year, and their aesthetic is very like minimal and clean lines and really, really beautiful quality clothing. They're more in like the investment kind of category of clothing, but not unattainable.
Okay.
But if you're looking for like great pieces, like staple pieces to add to your wardrobe, they're a really good brand to look at. And I mean, like every other girl, I love Target. I love Target.
The Target like sales rack towards the back is like the best. Like when you want to treat yourself. Favorite brands. What excites you about fashion? Because your whole blog is a fashion blog.
Yeah.
So what excites you about fashion? Because you studied it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fun to get dressed up in the morning.
Yeah.
And you can like play a part almost.
Yeah.
Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna do an interview today. I'm gonna wear blazers.
Yeah.
Like, I just love that.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you have to see yourself as a blank canvas sometimes, and clothing just helps you express how you're feeling or the kind of person you are. And I just love that. I love that with clothing you can express that to people. And so that's why I feel like it's important to showcase more size inclusive brands or size inclusive lines and models, bloggers, everything.
Yeah.
Because we all have to wear clothes. Like we all have to showcase our bodies in one way or another. So I mean, why not do it in the way we want to? So.
And I totally love that. I love that like you can play a part with fashion. Like today I'm playing a part of 1950s, right? But I love that. I love that every day you get to wake up and you get to sort of be like a different person, different version of yourself, if you will, depending on like what mood you're in. Right?
Yeah.
And it's the whole ritual of figuring out like what I want to put on and what to wear. So now that we're at the end, do you have any tips for any up and coming fashion bloggers?
So I would just say be yourself, do what you feel like doing, whatever sounds fun to you, like a great idea, do it. Even if you've seen a million other people do it, just try it. You never know what new idea you could come up with. Collaborate, look for people who are doing what you're doing or have a new idea that you never would have thought of in a million years. Like reach out. That's what the Instagram community, Facebook, whatever kind of social media outlet you use, just reach out. There's so many creative, yeah, exactly. That's what so many creatives do, and that's how you kind of advance. So don't be closed off to reaching out. I know we can get caught up in the whole competitive side of it and being
like they have 10,000, I only have 1,000.
Yeah, trust me, I've had those days many times, and it's not helpful and it's not productive, but it happens. But just remember that you're doing something else, you're doing something different, and you have a point of view that no one else does. So yeah, try it. Good luck.